What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim. I'm going to be playing a game on TCG today, and today I have a fun deck. I'm going to warn you, this deck is not super great, but it is a lot of fun. We are playing the Wishiwashi deck. Now, with Dragon Majesty came a brand new Wishiwashi that increases the damage output and hit points of your Wishiwashi GX by 20. So I've seen this kind of making its way around the internet, different YouTube channels, so on and so forth. Can the Wishiwashi deck be good? And I don't think so. I just don't think that it has quite enough juice to make it a serious deck, but it is a lot of fun to play. Here he is. Meet up, right? Your Wishiwashi GX gets plus 20 hit points, and their attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So, very cool. Definitely a fun little deck here. Now, major problems with this deck. For one, you're not actually doing a lot of damage. You do, I guess, if you have all four Wishiwashi. And let's start off with an underground expedition here. See what we got. Down under. We've got ourselves a Wishiwashi and a Brooklyn Hill. So that's pretty cool. We're going to go get those. And yeah, those can stay there. So that's fine. And yeah, we got ourselves a Wishiwashi, got ourselves a Brooklyn Hill. Gonna go get another Wishiwashi. Now, I actually played a test game. I'm playing the Machoke in here. The Machoke helps solve our problem with the Tapu Koko. We've got some pretty serious Tapu Koko issues in here. And the reason that I actually got the Machop is because I also had a situation last game where my opponent actually just destroyed me with Sky Scorching Light GX. So, that was a little bit scary. So maybe my opponent isn't even playing that version, but, actually, I'm not going to lie. I didn't mean to get the Machop. I meant to get a Wishiwashi, but it's all good. I'm not super concerned about it. Next turn, either way, I can go get myself another Wishiwashi, either with Ultra Ball or with Brooklyn Hill and Guzma up a Inkay, and I'll be able to knock it out either way. So if my opponent does play some way to snipe, I will be able to stop it with Machoke, which is good. If they don't, then that's fine. Machop is here hanging out, and that's kind of just what he's got going on right now. Opponent's going for Hypnosis. They did not get anything off of that Lily, which is fantastic for me. That is pretty much ideal. So let's just go ahead, and we get to keep our Brooklet, so that's fantastic. It's Brooklyn Hill again. I don't really want to Ultra Ball for anything yet. I kind of like my hand here, so we're just going to keep chilling here, and we're going to go in with a Water Gun. I don't think that there's any point in really attaching to my Wishiwashi. I'm never going to Torrential Vortex. Let's just be honest. We are out here just trying to attach single energies, and that's just what we got going on. But we do get to take a knockout on that Inkay, so that is pretty dope. And we've got a Cynthia. Holla. It's pretty awesome. So, like I was saying, your Wishiwashi gets pretty big. Like right now, he's rocking like 250 hit points, which is a pretty big deal for a, basic Pokemon GX. If I get all four Wishiwashi out, then my Wishiwashi GX can have 290 hit points, which is insane. I only played one test run with this deck before giving it a try here on camera. In my one test run, like I said, I ended up just getting smoke showed by a Sky Scorching Light GX. So that was embarrassing. That was really bad. And actually, it's my fault because I didn't set up the Machoke because I was like, that deck doesn't have any sniping attacks. I should be fine. And then, of course, guys, I'm like, everybody always forgets about Sky Scorching Light GX, including me. So I forgot about it. Let's see, what has my opponent got cooking over here? They got a Marshadow. Looks like they're probably playing Rukan's list here. And what attack? Oh, Hypnosis is what they got going on. Do I wake up? You're darn right I do. Excellent. So, busted top deck, honestly. Let's go. I got all four Wishiwashis in play, and I've got a Cynthia, so we're going to be able to go find some things. I don't really need to attach an energy anywhere. Kind of just save those in my, save those in my hand. I might want to Pal Pad some supporters back into the deck just so that I don't get stuck without one. So it looks like my opponent's probably going to try to be like knocking me out in one hit. So I actually don't mind just using those Pal Pads there. And then let's just go ahead and Cynthia. No need to attach the energy. We're going to save that for that max potion life. And yeah, so here we go. Water Gun, and we're just going to do 100 damage. So it's pretty good. There are a couple of options for your tool cards you can play. I'm playing Choice Band in here right now. thought about Poison Bar, but there's just like a bunch of ways to get out of poison, you know, with Guzma and Acerola and all that. And I think that I like Choice Band just to kind of boost your damage output in case you run into a situation where you have like a Wishiwashi prized or something. Super relevant that if you have 3 Wishiwashi in play, you can hit 110, which means that you're basically 2-hit KOing most of the things that you need to be 2-hit KOing anyway. So I think I really do prefer the Choice Band, whereas like the Poison's kind of cute, but it really doesn't have any great numbers. Like I guess against like a Tapu Koko, it kind of seems pretty good, like because you can poison the Tapu Koko, but I found that like most things you are just 2-hit KOing. Now Tapu Koko with the Choice Band is pretty much just enemy numero uno here with this deck. It's like the last thing you want to see, them just like cracking your Wishiwashi GX for 100 damage in the active and then 20 to all your little fish dudes down here. That's like a miserable situation that you can't really deal with. So that needs to be avoided here. I think up next, we want a max potion here. We also want like a max potion. We've got the energy recycle system. I'm playing one of those right now. They're going to let loose me. So that's cool. Glad I threw some more supporters back into the deck here, getting let loose to 4. Got switch. I was playing the raft card in here, but then I realized, yeah, that doesn't really work on Machop. So need to play some hard copies of switch. It's kind of just what we got going on here. And we do have 4 copies of Guzma for our switch cards as well. Looks like we're getting Power Blasted here. And what's hilarious about Power Blast, that is not a 2-hit KO. It's not even close because I've got like 290 hit points right now. So we are looking for Max Potion and Energy Attachment. Again, that's just what we want. So I think we're just going to Cynthia and hope that we get it. Now, I think the Machoke, it could actually be kind of problematic here. Because the Machoke is going to get in the way of me being able to like stream Wishiwashi GXs. I think you just need this to be a Wishiwashi here. So the Machoke was kind of an experiment and it might just like not be working out. I'm like also wondering, did I remember to put Max Potion? I have not seen any Max Potions yet, but it's all good. Pretty sure there's Max Potions in here. So that'd be pretty ridiculous if there wasn't, but I just feel like I should have seen one by now. But they could just be MIA. That's definitely a possibility. It could also be that I just completely forgot them. So one of those 2 things here. But yeah, I think that going forward, I may need to just cut the Machokes. I mean, it's like the Machoke might be just a little bit too kind of cute. But this is, you know, it's all work in progress. It's all learning experience, really. Not exactly sure what the best way to build a Wishiwashi GX deck is. So let's see, what is my opponent doing? Are they going to be able to discard? Yes, they discard the Necrozma GX, which means that they're going to be able to come in with that Marshadow, which is going to be super concerning for me. However, I will be able to knock out their Marshadow, so that's good, but they have like kind of slowed the game down here by promoting this Deoxys and softening me up with Deoxys. So I don't like that. They've also slapped that energy down there preemptively, so like maybe they can do something where, yeah, then they have 2 energies there, so like maybe they can stream a big attack here next turn, which would be really bad for me. That just would be not good at all. So here we go, Wishiwashi into the active. Fortunately, I do have Switch and Wishiwashi GX in my hand, so we can make it happen here. I should have Brook the Hill and actually looked to see if there is like, you know, do I have the tools necessary in my deck to make this make the dream work. Okay, so we're not Rescue Stretching. We need a Water Energy. We need one bad. So let's go. We got the Water Energy. We also have Enhanced Hammer, which is just like horrible in this matchup. So that's fine. Let's just go ahead and Water Gun, knock this thing out. And let's hope that my opponent cannot respond to my Wishiwashi GX here. I think they should be able to, though, if they double Psychic Recharge again, which they just have 2 energy in the discard pile. Yeah, they should be able to Prismatic Burst for, like, what, 60 times 4, 25. So if they double Psychic Recharge and attack, then they will knock this thing out in 1 hit. That is very bad. I don't have a Water Energy in my hand, so I can't like Nest Ball Guzma, knock out a Malamar. That would be pretty ideal for me. It's just looking like that might not be something that we're able to do. So that's kind of tough. I think like, you know, I don't even have any supporters in my hand. We're just yep, we're just tanked out here. This is just what we got going on. Nothing. I think Malamar seems like a really bad matchup for the Wishiwashi deck. This is the second Malamar deck that I've played against, and just their ability to go over 290 is like really devastating for you. This is, I was going to say, this is not a knockout. Now it's a knockout. They've got it 5. See what I mean? Like 5 energy. That's ridiculous. I don't have the technology to deal with that. I just don't. So that's sad, but it's okay. Let's send up the Machop. He doesn't really seem like he's going to be very useful this game, so let's send him up. Oh, there's a water energy busted. So I think that it's actually kind of interesting. We just knock out a Malamar here. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball, get ourselves a Wishiwashi. Let's see, do I actually have... Oh, gosh. It looks like I forgot Max Potion, guys. So that's fine. Yep, no Max Potion in this Wishiwashi list. We're just playing none. So that's fine. We'll edit that, guys. We'll go look at this list again, and we'll work that out. I'm playing Enhanced Hammers instead. I guess that was like my card here. So let's just knock out this thing, and we'll go from there. So that's kind of what we got going on. And then with this, with this Acerola here, the Acerolas are really bad too with the Machop. The Machop's just like not working out in the way that I thought that it would. I was like, oh, we're gonna totally solve our sniping issues. It's gonna be great, no problem. But it hasn't really worked out that way at all. My opponent, probably will just be able to come in, soften me up with Deoxys, and then finish the game off here. We'll say that the we got pretty close here so far, though, with the Wishiwashi deck against what I consider to be just a totally abhorrent matchup. We did forget to put Max Potions in our list, so oops. But that being said, I don't think that they would have made the biggest difference. I mean, I would have been able to heal off the one time that they Power Blasted me. That would have been good. But otherwise, it's like not really looking like it would be super relevant since they are able to just one-hit KO me almost no matter what I do here. So I think, like I said, Sky Pillar is probably just better than the Machoke. I think you need your bench position to be for these little Wishiwashis and a Wishiwashi and a backup Wishiwashi GX, just period. That's just like what you need it to be. I do like the idea of Enhanced Hammer in here, though. I think Enhanced Hammer seems good, especially against like Zoroark decks and maybe even like Shrine decks and things like that. But, it just seems like kind of a tough deck to build. You need like enough draw cards in it, which is why I have like the Underground Expeditions and all that. You definitely need a decent amount of draw cards that's like non-negotiable as well. So do need some of those. See, my opponent, yeah, they're pretty much gearing up for game here. I don't think that they have game this turn, but they'll have it next turn. They're going to kind of get themselves in a situation where they'll be able to knock out my Wishiwashi no matter what they do. They can get 3 energies onto it right here and then just and kind of go from there. I actually wonder if they are going to hit me with the Marshadow, though, or if they are just going to hang back and wait to double Psychic Recharge again. If they hit me, I can Acerola, but that doesn't really do much. I mean, I could hit into the... interestingly enough, I could actually hit into the Marshadow GX with Water Gun, a choice-banded Water Gun for 50. And then I could... There's actually like a reality where I could win then, right? I think, like, if I drew absolutely perfectly off of everything, I could make it happen. So I wonder what my opponent is gonna do here, whether they're just gonna swing in with the Marshadow. I feel like they're tempted to swing in with the Marshadow. Let's go. No, they're not tempted. Okay, very good, opponent. All right, they did the good play, and now they just have got me in a situation where like, okay, well, you know what? We did pretty good. We're going to get Machoke out just because it feels good to get Machoke out. But otherwise, I don't think that there's really anything I could have done here. So I considered actually, since, if you're running Machoke, I considered running like Machamp and counter energies. And then like he has this like attack that does more damage for the like 20 plus 80 more for each prize card your opponent took. So if a Wishiwashi goes down, then you like counter energy and hit him with Machamp. But like that seemed a little too gimmicky. So my opponent's got this one. We took it down to 1 prize though. So props to the Wishiwashi deck without Max Potion, taking my opponent down to 1 prize in a horrible matchup. but they've got it here. So we're going to go ahead and say good game. Yeah, you got it, dude. Good game, well played, and we are out. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Wishiwashi deck. We're going to edit it up a little bit. We're going to try another game here to see if we can get maybe a win under our belt. Have not won yet with the Wishiwashi deck. Doesn't seem like a super winning kind of deck, but let's see. All right, so we got to take these guys out. They are a no-go. That just was that was not good. And then we need to add in max potions as well. So let's just go ahead and add the max potions in. We forgot about you. I feel like whenever I build a deck for the and the thing is, I know I clicked it somewhere, but I clicked it. I like started building the deck, and then I forgot that I didn't have a certain card, and I had to go trade for it. And then I came back in, and I had put the max potions in the first time that I was building the deck, but I didn't do it in the second time. So as it is right now, we have no answer to Tapu Koko. We could just hope that we don't play against one. That seems a little bit suboptimal. I think we probably have to play some Kukuis in here and just knock out Tapu Kokos. Probably seems like the best option, honestly. I think like I saw Kukuis in some other lists, and now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I think that just makes the most sense. I like the idea of Enhanced Hammer, but now that I'm like looking at it, I think we just play Kukui instead. Kukui, let's like get ourselves a couple copies of Kukui here. That's cool. And then we've got a couple copies of Choice Band. I like that. We'll do 2 Choice Bands. And then I think that with 2 switches, these can be the Raft card now, right? So that's cool. We'll play the Raft. Sure, we'll play Switch Raft because this card is dope. Look at that thing. Switch your active water Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon and heal 30 damage from it. Sweet card. Awesome stuff. We've got ourselves 4 max potions. We've got ourselves... let's see, we could just play we'll play the Sky Pillar and just hope that that gets there. We'll throw a couple copies of those in the deck. All right, so now we've got 3 Brooklet and 2 Sky Pillar. Sure, and maybe that'll just do it. Probably not, but hey, we're gonna do it. All right, Wishiwashi version 2.0. Let's get in there, Wishiwashi. And now we have 5 counters to Shrine of Punishment, so that's kind of cool, right? Let's go ahead and get in there with the Wishiwashi deck. And now that I'm like, now the Poison Barb's starting to make more sense. If you have the Kukui and the Poison Barb, I guess like if a 130 hit point Buzzwole hits into you, they take 10, Kukui and do 120. I guess that all is starting to make more sense, but it's fine. All right. Let's just get in there with the Wishiwashi deck, see what we can do, see if we can win a game. This game should be better than my last one, though I will say I think we did pretty good, all things considered, against the Malamar decks. So far, Malamar decks are just really hard to deal with because they're just, the infinite energy is just so insane. There's Sky Pillar, sweet. So that, yep, prevent all effects of opponents done to bench Pokemon. Excellent. That is the kind of protection we need. Tapu Koko spread would just be so bad. Any sort of, there's so many weak spots to this deck, right? It's not just Koko spread. It's also like if your opponent's playing any kind of spread deck and then they happen to like play the damage mover guy as well. They could Tapu Lele and like counter energy Tapu Lele and like then do that. What in the world is this? We are playing against some sort of Drampa Garbodor deck, but that's kind of insane. So I don't think that I'm just going to go ahead and say I don't think that I'm getting damaged here. So I'm going to Ultra Ball away these guys, which is a little bit of a... Oh, we prize 2 Wishiwashi. That's great. Some people are playing Gladian. I just hate Gladian as a card. I really don't like it, so I don't have him in here. But that's fine. All right, we're doing that, and we're going to Lily. See what we get here off the draw. Very cool. We can go get ourselves another one. We got ourselves another Wishiwashi here, so we're not doing a lot of damage, but it's fine. We plan on never getting knocked out, so let's just rock and roll like that. Got Switch Raft, got some other things going on. We probably want to try and keep as many items out of the discard pile as we can. Oh, this is a Drampa Garb deck with Shrine of Punishment, so that is very interesting, very, very interesting. So maybe we should have kept our stadiums here instead of just like tossing them away. but this is fine. I'm not really concerned about it. Let's see. Hyper Voice. Also attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your dragon Pokemon. So, gonna try and accelerate to their own. Oh, and they do play. Oh, all right, guys. That just might be it. This is probably a good game here. There's a Tapu Koko in here. What in the world? Is this shiny as well? When did there... Can someone tell me where in the world the shiny Tapu Koko promo came from? Because I did not know that that was a thing. Also, what do we have going on here? This is... All right, this is insane. I mean, my opponent's really, really sticking it to me over here, so this is kind of rough. Let's see. We are just doing, 60 to my opponent's Drampa, so that's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. I don't really have any other options here. I think we just need to kind of stay the course, hit this thing for 60, and we're going for a 2-hit KO. So my opponent ain't gonna knock me out this next turn. We're just gonna do our thing. Maybe we could build up like a giant torrential vortex. Probably not. No, that'd be awesome, but it's just never gonna happen. That'd just take way too much energy. So here we go. We're just gonna go in with go in with our 60 damage here. We're 2-hit KOing everything, and this is like a major kind of issue for the Wishiwashi deck. And I think that honestly, like looking at it, like that's why Poison Barb like wouldn't fix us here. You know what I mean? Like it just really wouldn't. Like then it might be at 70 damage. They might get to 80. Like it's not gonna be a situation. Oh, they used it to switch. Okay, that's interesting. So that then they could instruct for more. So that's kind of an interesting play there. All right, it's about Acerola o'clock, if I ever knew an Acerola o'clock. Yeah, it's about that time. So let's go to the Acerola store, and we're going to purchase one healing. Very good. And we're going to throw this guy up. Okay, and we could be super cute and like heal him off, but we're not going to do that. Okay, and let's just go up here. And we're going to continue kind of plugging away here. I think... Eventually, we're going to want to throw some Acerolas back into the deck. Probably just now, honestly, just throw Acerola and Lily back into the deck. But I need to watch out for the stadium or for my item count as well. Being at 3 items isn't bad, though. So, like, I don't feel super bad about that. Let's just go ahead and throw the Acerola and the Lily back into the deck. Cool with that. And so we've got Switch Raft, good to go. All right, Water Gun, we're gonna knock this thing out. That's pretty dope. And we're still rocking like 250 hit points, even though we've only got 2 Wishiwashis out, which isn't bad at all. I mean, this Shrine deck is gonna take a pretty long time to whittle us down, so we might actually be okay versus these Shrine decks. We just have like a ton of healing, like a really lot. But this Tapu Koko could just end us, like completely end us. And now that I don't have I could double Switch Raft. That would be like super dope, right? Double Switch Raft, save my Wishiwashi. I think that it's just a no-go. I have to like draw into max potions and hope that I just like... Oh, what is that? Flight Song? Okay, I see what my opponent's doing here. I forgot that this thing got reprinted. Fight Song. So your Dragon Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So they're trying to build a Drampa, Altaria Shrine deck here with also Garbodor in it. So it's a lot going on, but still pretty cool. Let's see, Nest Ball does like nothing. I really just don't want to play like any of these cards here. So let's just throw this guy down and let's Switch Raft already. And we're just gonna Switch Raft into this thing. And we're gonna hope that we hit like a max potion off of this, I think. No point in playing that yet. We'll just throw that on there to get rid of it. And Cynthia, let's take a look at a new hand here, see if we can get some healing cards in it. That's better. I like this hand a lot better than the hand I was working with. I'm not going to, max potion this thing yet. We're just going to continue kind of chugging away with Water Gun and go from there. But this Dragon Wisdom here is starting to become kind of scary now that we're looking at it, right? 20 damage has become 40 damage, has become 70 damage, and now with the Shrine, 80 damage. If they're able to get another one out, they're doing 100 damage while accelerating energy, which is just pretty ridiculous. And Kukui. Okay, so now they're doing an absurd amount of damage here with a mass, right? Is that what it's called? A mass? Yeah. Oh, no, this is not. Oh, Amass is different. This is different. They're two different Drampas. Okay, so they're playing Power Cyclone, Moving Energy, and then Amass. Okay, so I see what they're doing here. We're going to go ahead and just, yeah, we're going to counter the stadium there, my guy. Try to buy ourselves another turn here. I've got Switch Rafts. I got Kukuis. None of that really matters. We want Acerolas. Get me an Acerola here. There are no Acerolas down under. So we're going to try and draw off the top then. So that's good because Acerolas are not around down here. So we're going to grab ourselves Energy Recycle System and a Lily probably. Those are good. And then we'll keep the other two cards on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, we're going to go looking for Lily or for, we need an Acerola, something like that. We don't really want to rely on Max Potion because it's just... you know, it's an item, and my opponent's got the Garb out there, so it's no good. No good at all. Now, they can Power Cyclone this next turn. Not, like, terribly. Yeah, they just have the counter. I mean, that's the thing. They're playing, like, way more stadiums. I mean, they're not playing 5 stadiums, but they just are going to have it. The fact that I wasted 2, I should have known that my opponent was probably playing a Shrine deck. Should have just deduced that. But to be honest, I have not played against this thing yet. So, I mean, I probably should have figured it out. But now they're going to Power Cyclone. They're going to throw the DCE back. They did 100 damage. It's a decent chunk. Now I have to be a little bit concerned about getting knocked out, right? Because they could just Hyper Voice for like a lot. So I think here is where we actually do Max Potion. Yeah, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to throw that there. And then... we said we weren't going to Underground Expedition again, but I don't really want to. I don't want to play too many items. Let's see. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 100 damage with that Garbodor. Just a little bit stressful here. I don't really want a Kukui either, but yikes. We kind of have to figure something out. I think Kukui would be good if I can get all 4 Wishiwashi out, but let's be honest. All 4 Wishiwashi is just like probably not happening, so... let's Nest Ball and then just fail it. Okay. And that way it shuffles the order of my deck. And then we'll Underground Expedition again. So like we're going to look for some other things. Let's get the Brooklet Hill and a Lily. And let's see, that's fine. Let's get those. And then, yeah, we'll throw those on the bottom of my deck. I don't want those. And we can counter the stadium again. That's pretty good. I don't want a Brooklet Hill because I don't really want to get anything out. So let's just Water Gun, knock out this Drampa. We need another Wishiwashi here. So come on, deck. Let's get us, give us a Wishiwashi. Yup, there we go. So increase our damage a little bit more. We definitely want our other Wishiwashi, but I'm surprised they have not gone in with flying. You see what I mean? This just seems pointless. I'm surprised they have not just decided to just go in and flying flip yet. That just seems like the best option for them. I feel like I can't even knock this thing out. If they just flying flip a couple of times, this game is just completely a disaster. So also knocking out these things is just also a complete disaster. There goes the DCE. They have had enough games. They are ready to start flying flipping here. And that's just going to be bad news, guys. I think, no, they're not flying flipping yet. Just flying flip, my guy. Just put me out of my misery and please flying flip. Instead, they're going to give me an opportunity to maybe pull another Wishiwashi off my prizes here, which is, you know what, fine by me. This is fine. I think both of my Sky Pillars are down too. Like this, there's no chance. There's no chance, but it's cool. Let's go here. So no point in using Switch Raft, really. Yup, we're just going to get ourselves a brand new hand. Sure, let's just go ahead and sit the SO. I'm gonna do that. No point in using the Energy Recycle System. It's like the same thing as having a water in my hand. So I think at this point, yeah, we're gonna end up having to use a bunch of Acerolas, but that's okay. Sure, okay. Water Gun, take another knockout, give me a Wishiwashi, come on, and let my opponent just like completely end the game. Rescue Stretcher. Right, so we got Rescue Stretcher. My opponent, they're not like gonna take a knockout. If I could top deck Kukui, like that'd be insane, and just like knock out the Tapu Koko. No, I don't, because I don't have the Wishiwashi. I need 4 Wishiwashi. Oh my gosh, this is miserable. Oh, they're just going in with Trash Lanch. They don't even want it like that. They don't care. So that's interesting. They got a knockout there. They're gonna go to 2 prizes. That's pretty disastrous, not gonna lie. So let's see here. What can I do? I feel kind of stuck. I'm not stuck. Here we go. We can ace a roll a rescue stretcher. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so let's do that. We've got all 4 Acerolas in our hand. Great. So let's put a Pokemon from my discard pile into my hand. We're gonna grab that guy, and let's see how many are they doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. All right, 7. 140, 170. That's a lot of damage, my guy. All right, let's Acerola that thing up. Yeah, very good. And here we go. We're just gonna keep plugging away here. That's good. And yep, no reason to play any other items. Really wish I had my. I was considering playing Friend Ball in here in like a Lele or something. I think like just to. You don't really want to play Lele in here at all. Obviously, that would be bad, but it's an option. What are they doing? Are they knocking out a Wishiwashi here? Are they gonna Dragon Wisdom? I feel like they have underutilized their Coco here. I feel like they could have really done, gotten a lot more mileage out of that. But I don't know. Maybe not. I think that they have some missed opportunities there. But who knows? All right, we're stuck doing like not enough damage again. But this is fine. I had to blow my rescue stretcher last turn to get an attack off. So. Let's we need to like play some Aqua Patches in here and like Torrential Vortex. That's what, and DCEs. That's what I want to do. I want a Torrential Vortex with this deck, or Blue Surge GX, like for sure. That would just feel like way better than just doing like 80 a turn. This is miserable. Let's see here. I think oh geez, I think we just put this guy down and kind of just admit that we kind of need both of them down. Before I Cynthia. I feel like I have to Cynthia here and kind of like go for a Guzma eventually, even though I have all my Acerolas in hand. I could just keep plugging away. Let's just plug away a little bit more. That's fine. I do have like all my Acerolas in hand. Like what more do I really want? I think we just sit and just keep plugging away here. Yeah, my opponent's going to Trash Lanch. I don't think they're knocking me out. I think they do 170, 180. I think they're short, so I don't think they're getting me here. And if they are just a little bit short, then we're cool. I think I didn't use any items, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're still at 7. So they're going to copycat, get a big hand, a big old hand here. So they're doing 140, 170, 180, 180 plus they already 210. So 210, but I do have my Wishiwashis here that are going to save the day, so that's good. And I'm glad that I hung on to this hand with all them Acerolas in it, because we're just going to get to finally knock this thing out. So that's good. So let's do that. And then we get to Acerola. Yeah, give me the Wishiwashi. There we go. Let's go. All right. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and just knock this thing out. That's good. Water gun. 2 prizes remain. Give me the Wishiwashi, sir, please. No, it's not. It's not a Wishiwashi. That's fine. Who needs Wishiwashi when you're doing 60 damage a turn? That's plenty. 2-hit. I do it. To be honest, it barely matters. I am like 2-hit KOing everything in this deck. If my opponent goes for Flying Flip, I could just Acerola Wishiwashi, which is probably what we're going to do, even though that seems like a miserable play. I don't think... I'm actually very close to winning this game here, like very close. But I think at this point, I might just be short of being able to do everything that I need to do. I need a lot of max potions, like right now. For what in the world? Why have they not flying flipped yet? Oh my gosh, flying. I'm weak to lightning. They would just knock out the Wishiwashi with flying flip. Oh my gosh, they just really, really want to Dragon Wisdom. I understand. I'd be excited too if I had multiple Altaria in play and was getting to use Dragon Wisdom for, like 60 damage. I too would be excited. But it just seems, and they're getting Trash Lanch guy back out. Please stop. Could you please cut that out? I'm not a big fan. All right, we're going to go down to 1 prize here. Like, they've given me an opportunity to win this game, for sure. I just need to figure it out here. I need to get some Wishiwashis back into play. That's for sure. And I think I'm not knocking this thing out. So I need to to get it together here. 40 damage is not going to cut it against this Grandpa. So let's see here. We've got Lily. We know that there's nothing in the deck for us. We're going to slap this guy down. And then I feel like we kind of have to... Yikes. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4... 7, I think 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I put 8 in the discard pile, I guess that's like not the worst. 8. I mean, at a certain point, you gotta like kind of. I have to risk a little bit here. Let's Ultra Ball away a Guzma and. I don't want to put 9 in the discard pile. That just seems sketchy. And a Lily. All right, we're going to do that. That's just to thin my deck a little bit. I think at this point, like, it doesn't really matter how many Wishiwashi GX I have out. Like, you know, I just need to draw cards to win this game. So we're going to do that. We're going to throw this here. And we're going to attach the choice band to the active, and we're just going to Cynthia. I'm trying to like burn as little items as possible while also trying to give myself a rescue stretcher, which I missed. Oh, geez. Okay, so see here. Yes, we need one of our 2 rescue stretchers are still at large. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Okay, so let's see. Do I have max potions left in deck? Do have 3 max potions. Okay, so that's fine. We're just gonna do just 40 damage here. So that's okay. Oh, that's completely fine. No problem here. So yeah, they're gonna get to soften this thing up again. Hopefully they don't have another shrine, though they probably do. I think they're down 3 shrines. Yeah, so they probably have their 4th shrine. They only have 5 cards left in deck. They at this point, like, Coco doesn't win them the game because I only have 1 Wishiwashi in play. So, like, I probably want to soften up whoever while also healing myself, while also trying to not get... Oh, there's the 4th shrine. Oh, excellent. While trying not to get, like, 1-hit KO'd by Garbodor. I think I said I'm at 8 items now. So being at 8 items, we need to... There's a Guzma. Okay, so they're going to go to 1 prize. They're going to knock this... Why have you not used Tapu Koko yet, sir? I don't... You put the DCE on there. You know that you wanted to. At some point, wanted to do it. We're going to Guzma. So, like, let's just put up, like, this one. We're going to Guzma. We're going to knock out this guy here for some damage. So that's where we're going here. So let's Guzma up this one. Very good. We're also going to go to 1 prize remaining, and I think, yes, we're never getting 5 energy on that. We need to play a way to get 5 energy on this thing. That's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and water gun. 20 damage. That's all we need. Now we just need to take 1 more prize. Just 1 more prize, though they could just win the game with Garbodor at this point. I think I need to Underground Expedition and find some things. I think we're just going to lose by 1 prize again. And I think, honestly, we should have lost by, like, way more than 1 prize, though. My opponent could have ended this game a long time ago if they had just been flying flipping. I really got nothing to stop flying flip in this deck. I think that that's probably going to be the major thing that keeps Wishiwashi from being a playable deck going forward. Oh my gosh, and they play Latios, Prism Star. Of course they do. So they're going to be able to do, what, 50 damage to each your Evolution Dragon Pokemon? Here's the flying flip, that busted flying flip that they know will get them, you know, within... Okay, so here's a Rescue Stretcher. I would need to Rescue Stretcher. I can't do it. I think I'll last prize to Wishiwashi. So we need to Rescue Stretcher. We need to shuffle 3 Pokemon in. They all need to all be Wishiwashis. Okay. Then we need to, you know, not get knocked out for sure. I think then do we Guzma something? Poke at it a little bit? Well, we only have 1. No, we need to draw cards. So let's Underground Expedition. Let's get ourselves a Max Potion, sure, and a Nest Ball. That sounds good. And at that point, no, Nest Ball seems kind of bad. I feel like if we want to get, I feel like we need to get like, yeah, that's fine. Throw those onto the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So we're not going to Max Potion yet. I think my opponent's got Garbodor. They got Garbodor, and they're just going to win the game. I think, like, yeah, because then I would go to, like, let's see, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 180. So 180, 10. Let's not Max Potion yet. Let's just, sure, okay, we're going to Max Potion. We are going to Max Potion. Okay. So that way I'm at 10. So they need Choice Band. I guess it's like one extra card that they need. So now I'm in a situation where I could win if they keep the Coco active. Oh no, they don't need a Choice Band. I forgot Shrine's out. So it's whatever. If they got Garb, they got Garb. They would have won with Garb last turn anyway. So yeah, I think they would have won if they had Garb anyway, because I had 70 damage on me. So if they had gotten Garb, they would have won anyhow. So I think here I technically have a route. I would need to like Kukui into I need to Kukui into 2 Wishiwashi and then Nest Ball for the 3rd Wishiwashi. Okay, so now, gosh, interesting play. Okay, so now I need to do 80 damage to win this game. We have 2 Nest Balls. So all you're saying is I need to Kukui into a Wishiwashi and we win. I like that. We did it. I think we just won the game. We just won the game, dude. Oh my gosh. Give me that Wishiwashi. Here we go. Oh my gosh. If that's not the craziest game you've ever seen, then what is? Let's go. Water gun for game. Oh my gosh. 100 damage. I only needed to get 2 Wishiwashi. Yeah, okay. So that's right, because 80 damage. So yeah, we got it. That was pretty busted, not gonna lie. So that is the Wishiwashi deck for anybody interested. It seems way too sketchy for my liking, but you know, we got out there, we tried some things, tried the Machoke. That's bad for more than one reason. The Machoke's not a good idea. Sky Pillar's better, but it just gets bumped immediately. You just cannot beat Tapu Koko with this deck, I think, period. It's just like not happening at all. I like the Underground Expedition. I like the ability to draw off the top of the deck with Lily, off the bottom of the deck with Underground Expedition, off the top of the deck with Kukui. I like the idea of being able to access like both sides of your deck like that, and I like the option with Underground Expedition. Like early, I want Nest Balls. So if I Underground Expedition, I'm going to pick like the Nest Balls and be selective, like save the Rescue Stretcher and all that for later in the game. I do like that. Guzma's very good, obviously, because you don't want Hikeo like anything in this deck, but you know, otherwise this is like pretty self-explanatory list here. And yeah, so anyways, let me know what you guys think of the Wishiwashi deck in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, check out the Etsy store and the Patreon stuff in the description below. Peace.